Ooh, this shit about to be smooth.
This is the podcast. Welcome, everybody. I'm your host, Rachels. Here with my boys. Start off with Dre today. What's up, Dre?
What's up?
Josh.
What's up?
Tay.
Oh, G, what it do?
What's up? How y'all boys doing? Tay, how you doing? How your videos and stuff doing?
Hey, they doing all right, you know.
Close to 1,000 view badge.
Yeah, I did a little milestone. I was kind of happy about that. So, progress, man. It's just some progress.
That's that persistency. Josh, how about you?
Doing good, man. How about yourself?
I'm straight. I'm good. Working as usual. Other than that, chilling. Dre?
What's up? Hello, what was the I'm doing? My fault. I'm doing something.
Nah, exactly how you're doing.
Yeah.
Today I'm doing good. Got back to getting my jog on and shit, so today started straight.
Are they opening gyms back up? Right?
Yeah,
yeah, they opened them back up. Last week was the first week.
Not all the way though. Like they still doing like outdoor classes at the Rocket.
Somebody said that's what the Rock was doing, outdoor classes, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they got like a time. It ain't 24 hours no more either.
Oh, for real?
Nah, it's like
they getting time to sanitize.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ain't got back to my almost miles yet, but I'll get there.
Well, we can jump right into it then. How we feel about the Rayshard? Is it Rayshard? Rayshard?
Yeah, I think you said it right the first time.
Rayshard Brooks murder. It been how many days has it been since?
Can't hear you.
I said, how many days has it been since it happened?
Shit, I don't know.
Oh.
It was Wednesday. It happened Friday. I think
was that Friday or Saturday? One of 2 days.
It was one of those 2 days. It was June 12th, whenever that was.
Okay, and
it was last Friday.
That's Friday.
Okay, well, how y'all feel about it? Anybody can take the floor, you know. Get it started, get it rolling.
I'll say this: like, if a man running away, if somebody got their back to you, you shoot him in the back. Ain't no threat. Period. Person is not a threat to you that's running away from you. So why shoot?
Cause he had a taser, Tay.
Like he took the taser. Like he took the taser. But if you running away from somebody, I don't know. I don't see no threat in there.
The taser was the threat.
But to shoot a nigga in the back, that shit I don't know, man.
That's all it takes.
I don't get it. I swear, I just don't get it. I tell you,
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys for the most part.
Oh, I was joking, by the way. That shit was not.
No, I'm just talking about the simple not threat and whatnot.
But I'm saying I feel it could have been handled a different way. I'm saying once he's running away, if he even get away, just say fuck it, tow his fucking car, and give his ass a ticket or some shit. Like they ain't have to come to this nigga dying.
No, like y'all got his information. You know he probably gonna go back home. The nigga gonna eventually want his car back too. Like you gonna catch the nigga somehow, some way. Ain't nobody just gonna say, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna run forever for this shit. He wasn't gonna do that. Not me thinking. I wouldn't be thinking personally. I guess that's my own opinion, but if it, I'm going back home sometime, someday, some way they gonna catch up with me. Period. But if I'm running off, ain't no need in that. Period.
Josh, how you feel? Anything?
It could have been handled differently for sure. I don't know about.
Damn.
It's certain circumstances to it, but I mean, I don't think they did anything wrong until I don't know. That last part is a little tricky, but the first time he got shot in the side, which was when he turned and fired the taser at the officer. And then, I mean, the fact that he was turning kind of looks bad. It's more of a, I don't know. I think by law, I think it was justified, but that doesn't necessarily mean I agree with it.
Yeah.
Like when I say I think something or a shooting or something is justified, that doesn't mean that I necessarily agree with it. I'm just going by what the law says. They had the green light to shoot him, honestly, way before that. As soon as he took the taser, that was a green light right there. But
hey, hold on.
I don't say that like with like lighthearted, like green light, like it's something funny. But I mean, it's just they would have been justified at that point. But
I don't mean to cut nobody off, but hey, this live on YouTube though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh word! I didn't know this. This the first time we done did that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope as shit. Hey, y'all didn't tell nobody like to subscribe or nothing.
I mean, you can share the link right now. You can copy the streaming link, I think.
Oh fuck! I didn't know that. Damn, we can get a chat going and everything too.
Yeah.
Oh my bad, there. I just seen that. That's why I didn't mean to cut you off, Josh.
No, you good, bro. I just seen it now when you said it at the top right hand corner.
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention.
That was something I was trying to do. I've been trying to figure out because people been doing it. I was just been trying to figure out how to get that shit done. But I figured
this
out the other week.
This a way to boom, bro, through the tube for real, for real.
I'm about to do it through Facebook too.
Damn, I wanna. I can't. You can't share it unless you the host.
Hey Josh, whenever y'all get back to it, Josh, just go ahead, roll back in. I'm about to grab something real quick.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, I'm saying I can't remember exactly where I left off. That when I say that, I don't mean it like lightheartedly, like it's something funny. I'm just saying like it would have been justifiable if they'd have did it sooner. But I feel like they held a lot of restraint. I don't necessarily think they did anything wrong, if I say it like that. But I mean, I hate the situation turned out the way it turned out. I don't think it had to. That's just my opinion. I don't think it had to go that way. I mean, you had a DWI investigation. It was an actual DWI. He blew over. I mean, it's certain things. I guess just being in that mind state, really don't know how it wasn't handled well afterwards. I don't think, like, as far as it's not how I would handled it, but I'm Monday morning quarterbacking over here. But as far as everything that's going on, I had talked to a bunch of people about it, but I mean, I already knew what was going to happen after it happened, regardless of whether he shot him in the back or not. He was going to get publicly crucified regardless. It don't matter. I mean, the mayor even came out and said that it was basically a justified shooting. It just didn't have to happen. Is when the mayor's coming out and agreeing that it was by the book, but didn't have to happen that way. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that thing was set up for them not to have any more protests or riots and for Atlanta to save face. They're going to do anything. Like major cities are going to do anything now to save face, regardless of whether it's right or wrong. But it didn't have to be handled that way. I didn't see anything. I mean, everything was well said, respectful, and it turned in. I don't know if the state of Georgia. I don't know for sure if theirs is. I think it's just a misdemeanor. It was just a misdemeanor DWI. It was a rental car, so I don't even know if it would have came back to his name. It might have been in his name or not. I don't know. It's sad. It's sad either way, but it's sad for more than one reason.
And then how he was talking about he was going to see his daughter was waiting on him and all this shit.
Yeah, I mean that's sad for sure. But I mean, his story was all over the place too, though. So I'm
saying you could tell he was drunk or something, but
yeah, he was drunk as I don't know what. Did you? I sent all the videos. Like, it's just. I mean, the officer literally waited till the dude turned and shot the taser at him before he shot him, which. And the fact that the first bullet hit him in the side and then the next two hit him in the back, but they hit him in the back because he was running when he shot him. But like I said, the first one hit him in the side when he turned and fired the taser at him. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, they could have killed the dude a lot sooner, honestly. And I think by policy and law, it wouldn't have been disputed as much. But the fact that he was running when they shot him was the problem. Even though he did try to assault him while he was running, it's a cluster, bro. I think they hit him with 11 charges, which is a reach. Anytime you stretch out charges like that, that's a reach. That's just somebody throwing shit at a wall and seeing if it's gonna stick. And I don't mean that just for this situation. I mean that for any kind of situation. You basically just charge a person with as much as you can because you don't think the initial one's gonna stick. The ones where you see people get charged with just murder or just something like that, those are the ones where they think something's gonna happen or they know something's gonna happen. But when you charge a person with a bunch of charges, you're just doing it just so maybe one of them, maybe. But my personal opinion, I don't think anything's gonna happen to him. I mean, he probably won't ever work in law enforcement again. But besides that, lost a lot of credit. I mean, I lost a lot of respect for just the city of Atlanta in period, especially the mayor. Like, that's not how you handle a situation. It's like everybody got pressed to do something just so. I mean, like if you do something just so people won't protest, not letting it handled the right way. And I'm not saying something shouldn't have been done. That's just like I said, man. I'm a Monday morning quarterback, and I'm not. It's not my situation to be in, but voicing my opinion.
Because all the heads of everything resigned, right? All they.
Yeah, like the chief stepped down. That was just a pressure move because I bet the next person they put in there will be black, more than likely, and it'll not because they deserve. I'm not saying they don't deserve the job, but they'll probably just put a face in there just so people relate. Because that's what a lot of departments have been doing here lately, which is just as wrong as anything else. Well, I'm all for it, like having black people in leadership, but if you get put there just because you want them to be, I don't want to use the word, but a token, that's a different story. But I bet the next police chief is black. But yeah, even the DA's office was hesitant about it, but they got pressured. They got pressured into it. But all this is to save face, man. And then the daggone Wendy's got burned down for some reason. I can't figure that out, but I guess they were just that pushed them even more to do stuff.
That being the location of the situation, I guess they just took the anger out on it.
Some white woman, let that be known.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
They got $10,000 out trying to find her.
Yeah, I didn't see who did it. But I said that like 2 podcasts ago. Most of the stuff is Antifa that set stuff on fire or tear stuff up, and then black people get blamed for it. So yeah, I don't.
What about the anything else on this situation? What were the charges? What are the charges you think are going to be reaches, I guess you could say?
Oh no, just the felony murder itself, I think is a reach, bro. I don't understand. You get trained a certain I can't see anything he really did wrong. Like that was, I say that, man. It's hard to say that, but I can't see anything that he did wrong, as in by policies and procedure standards. Not that taking somebody's life wasn't wrong, but yeah. I don't know. I think, like I said, I thought my opinion, I thought it was justified. It's an unfortunate situation, but I thought it was justified. Then again, even if it would have been just as clean cut as whatever, they're gonna try to save face from now on. So anything anytime anybody's involved in anything, it's gonna be that's even slightly can be misconstrued or twisted or something.
Yeah.
But just and this trips me like to hear the media just take stuff and run with it, because that's what happened the last time. I can't remember when it was. It was like, when was the last time we had that wave like of just when they take stuff? It's just typical media when they say unarmed black man, which is, I mean, he didn't have a gun, then he ended up having a taser, which is having a weapon, which isn't the same. People have this misconception that you can't get shot just because you don't have a gun, and I can understand why people have that perception.
But is it a lethal weapon?
Doesn't matter. It's a weapon regardless. It can incapacitate you for 5 seconds to the factor where you can do anything to a human being in 5 seconds. And if you're willing to use it, that already shows your aggression. It was like I said, I think it was a misdemeanor. I think it's a misdemeanor DWI. I don't know his criminal record, so which is in play when it comes to DWIs, because that can involve misdemeanor turn into a felony, because they'll base your previous record, if you had any previous DWIs, off of that. It went from misdemeanor to another misdemeanor charge of resisting to a felony charge to another felony charge. He ended up with 3 felonies before he ended up getting shot, which still doesn't. I think if he'd have never fired a taser and he'd have kept running, I think the officer would have never shot him. That's just my opinion. Because like I said, as soon as he took the taser away from them, it would have been justified to shoot him then. So I don't know. I feel like they held whole lot of restraint, whole lot more than a whole lot of people would have had, to be honest.
So what? I don't like to do this, but I gotta do this. What could you have done? What would you think you would have done differently in this situation?
I don't know, bro. I can't say that. I said that earlier while you walked away.
Okay.
I said I'm just Monday morning quarterbacking because I don't know what I'd have done in that situation. I had this perception in my head, but it just all would have depended on everything before that, bro. I mean, if you take something that can incapacitate me away from me, per se, depending on the situation, and that would give you access to other things, I don't know your intent, because you've already showed me part of your intent by resisting. Then you struck one of the officers. Maybe you said the officer was me. I don't know. Then you take a taser away from someone. I don't know, man. It'd been a little bit.
Yeah, because
it's situational based. I really don't know how I would have handled it.
Yeah, and it sounds like you agree with the way it was handled up until the very last. You know what I'm saying? Which is not.
I think, like I said, dude, just think about it. Like, okay, and I'm telling you this: as soon as he took that taser away, they could have shot him. Then they didn't. He pointed the taser one time. They didn't shoot him. He ran away. He turned and shot the taser at the officer. Then they shot him. I mean, like, I don't know what. I get it. Somebody lost their life. I get it. A father lost their life. I get that. It was a person that it didn't have to. Any situation can go any way. You can dictate it until you can't. And they dictated the situation until they couldn't.
And you saying a person only got so many chances in a sense as well.
Yeah, and I'm all for it. Like, there's just certain situations. Like, I mean, I can give you multiple examples. Like, but
yeah, I feel you.
You dictate the situation until you can't. Like I said, like, I can make anybody in this group chat pissed off right now, but I'm dictating the situation. So can y'all. Y'all can say something to piss me off. You're dictating the situation. You handle when you speak with the person. If you take an extra 5 or 10 minutes to talk with somebody, which they did, the dude took. I mean, it was 20 whole minutes. I mean, he broke the law. It's illegal to drive under the influence. He was in a running car. I mean, they let him park the car to give him a chance. He ran the car over the curb. I mean,
it's like we never get is it's always a way and a will to make sure the white people are in handcuffs, but we never get to that situation of custody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. I get that though.
I agree with you. I disagree with you in a sense. It's just
it's
all situational based, bro.
Yeah, not saying that you at all, but it's just like the situations always make it real convenient that it's the black people dead. It's like
I mean, see that's another thing. I agree. I don't totally agree with you on that, man.
And I'm just speaking like
Yeah, I understand, bro. I'm listening to you.
Like we've seen videos years ago, white people chasing policemen with knives. Like motherfuckers is doing.
And they running from them.
Yeah, they run.
They running from them, trying to make
Right.
sure before they put them in custody. It's just always the niggas is like he could have did this. I ain't gonna take no chances. But it's just like you got the mentally ill people running around chasing you as if you not authority. You know what I'm saying? We getting away as if we know you are. You know what I'm saying? Like we just trying to get to a peaceful understanding. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like I understand you trying to lock me up, but I'm not trying to die either. Like it's always a hard for us, but it's always some simple way of them ended up not ever dead, ended up in handcuffs going in. You know what I'm saying? Mental illness, boom, just like that.
Bro, I get what you said completely because I wasn't now Dylan Roof that did that shooting in South Carolina. He killed the people. He ran. He got in the car. He ran right. Came to North Carolina and whatnot. Didn't they take him to go get him something to eat before he even got him? Like,
yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, it was something crazy.
That's crazy.
That was just my piece on it, though. I wasn't saying that you was agreeing with them to the full extent where I had to explain that to you. It was just I always see it like the be way worse, and it's always still us ending up in that situation. I just hate it. You know what I'm saying? We all hate it. We all want it to stop. You know what I mean? But yeah. Other than that, we got the 5 lynchings. Did they all take place? They all took place in different locations, right?
One was in Africa, but all the other ones was like 2 in California, 1 in Houston, I think, and then 1 in Texas.
I think so.
Houston is Texas, bro.
I mean,
you just mean like a different part of Texas?
Yeah.
I forgot.
The four that happened in America all got ruled as suicide. Now I'm not saying that they were. I'm just telling you what they got ruled as. I don't know. I think 2, and that from what I seen online, I think 2 of them actually wrote a suicide note before they did it, like in their own handwriting. And I'm not saying that it just seems pretty weird, but I know one of them was a transgender person.
Sounded like you be saying.
Yeah, 2 was in California, 1 was in New York, and 1 was in Houston, Texas.
What'd you say, Mitchell?
I said it just be sounding like you be saying because you be starting off like that, and then you'll say, "I'm not saying."
Bro, I'm not saying it, man. I guess when I say most of the stuff I say, like it don't mean I agree with it, or it is. I'm just telling you what the damn semi-fact or the facts they put out there were, at least.
Because I didn't know none of that stuff myself.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was 4 of them 5 of them until Dre said something in the notes. But I just seen the one in California and the one in Texas. Those are the only 2 that I was aware of, and that was because of Twitter. I didn't see anything else, but I had to look up the rest of them. But all of them are getting ruled as suicide. So I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't mean it.
So I need y'all to enlighten me because I guess I've been on a rock with this one. So people are just out here hanging niggas again, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what they doing, and they claiming suicide. They had one they said actually had suicide. Like the most recent one, they said he was suicidal, and all the other ones, it's been a different story. But the one in Africa was a pregnant woman, but it was in Johannesburg. But
were they bringing that shit back?
But all the other ones, only one of the 4 that happened in America was saying that they calling all of them suicide, but they had one family came out and said that I guess the most recent one he was actually suicidal.
Oh, that's scary as hell.
So it wasn't I guess it wasn't reached that it happened like that, I guess, from what they were saying.
Olivia in the what's up? Olivia Robinson. She said what's up?
Oh, what's up? Appreciate the viewing.
Do we lynching?
Hey,
Hey,
y'all
somebody got an egg.
get on camera so to put all 4 of us on YouTube. It's only showing me and Mitris.
Oh, okay. Somebody got an echo too.
Echo?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
hear
I think
echo.
it's you, me.
Oh, yeah.
It might be green. I don't know. It's one of those two.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Me?
Give me a
I
second.
don't really hear it. Say something. I don't really hear it now.
Yo.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't hear
nah,
that.
I can't hear it now, but it was early.
You got a haircut? Mitris.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean. But had to get that taco meat off.
That's what I say it look like it.
Where the fuck is this? Why is this thing not letting me join with the? Okay.
Do we feel like it's ironic lynchings are happening now?
I don't know if it's. I gotta.
Yeah, it's weird to start popping up now.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, it is.
We pushing forward, and that's just ironically starting to just pop back up. And they said that the boys going to start doing that shit again, and just little stuff like that.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm saying they're gonna say suicide, but I don't know. I'm saying I don't even know what the pictures like. Was they in a? I don't know how the shit. I'm sure they from what I had read a little bit of it, like they was in trees or whatnot, like or whatever. So I don't know. I would feel it would feel better to me if it was. I'm not saying that they should like. I don't think suicide is right, but I'm saying if that person feel like they don't want to be here, then you can't really do nothing about that. But I'd rather it be that than actually somebody going around killing motherfuckers or hanging them in trees.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
that.
true. It is a little strange though that they starting to report these though.
Yeah.
And raise some eyebrows.
And just speaking on that, I want to go to the Trump rally. I'm gonna go to that first instead of the reform. I'm gonna go to the Trump rally. And is it ironic that he put it in Tulsa, Oklahoma, on June 19th? Like,
he knew what the fuck he was doing. Bro, that dude's a fucking clown, bro.
Fuck that nigga. Fucking sick dick shit.
To stir shit up.
Man, he gonna be in there panting like a motherfucker, trying to get the black vote, doing all this reaching. Bro, it's gonna be ugly. Just know that. Doing this shit on Juneteenth and in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where it's the biggest massacre, like black people actually had their own shit. Like, it's disgusting. That dude's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
But he gonna say something to get a black person to be like, have them actually thinking like.
You think so?
Bro, he's slick with his words, so he gonna say something to catch somebody's ear. But you just ignorant as fuck if you even fall for anything he say at this point. After all his damn shit that he been having going on, and you fall for something he doing now, like
what if he another check?
Man, fuck that. I'll take it, but fuck him. That still ain't gonna make me vote for his ass. I don't give a damn.
Me just run your fool, man.
How you feel about it, Say? Anything to add on to that, at least?
Nah, I'm with Dre on it, man. Fuck that nigga. Period. I don't even, man, when I see something about Trump, bro, I don't even read this shit no more. He fooling.
Yes.
I stand on what I believe in. I mean, you a racist, bro. Ain't no need for me to even bothering to read your shit or none of that shit, bro.
This motherfucker across the street got a fucking Trump 2020 flag in on their porch.
I seen that shit too.
Like, man, hey, just thank you for letting me know where you stand. They ain't never spoke to them anyway, but stay your ass over there and we'll be cool.
Josh, anything to add? Anything to add?
Your mic muted.
I know it's muted. My bad. Dogs are walking around. That's when I seen it. That's why I sent it to you because I knew it was gonna be something. Like, there's no other reason you do that. I mean, Charlotte messed up their stuff by. Well, I guess it ain't really a mess up. I kind of is because it saves a bunch of drama from happening, but then again, it kind of hurts the economy because they'd have brought in a whole bunch of money from that. But
you talking about the convention?
Yeah, but yeah,
he was supposed to be in Charlotte.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, this was supposed to be in Charlotte.
Nah, this is them losing Charlotte was one of the reasons they pulled this one up. Like this is why it got pushed.
Oh.
So I don't think he was going to start it till later on. That's what people are saying at least. But anyways, I mean they probably had to plan some of this stuff out for a while. But they knew they were going to lose Charlotte after this whole COVID stuff happened. But yeah, man, there's no other reason you do this. It's like a shot, and I don't even know if he planned it because you know how politicians are. They're more just mouthpieces for other people.
Yeah, but he knew what bro, for that to be in the exact place and that date, like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
he got a approval, but I'm sure.
Yeah, sure.
Even if he don't set it up.
I don't know, man. He's the only one reason you do this. It's on purpose, so it's just gonna stir up more drama. Well, it's a shot, but it's kind of brilliant at the same sense because it's got more people talking about his, actual shit that's going on than there would have been in the first place. Because it's pissing people off.
Headline regardless of where he at.
Well, he's the headline, but you can still. I mean, he can still hype himself up without, if other people are pushing it. Just because he's doing it on a certain date, it's going to get more publicity on the news, on Twitter, on everything, which is going to get more people involved in it, which is doing nothing but boosting his numbers up.
Well, there's a lot of races out there, so they're going to be there regardless.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just the interest in it in general.
That dude, bro.
Quick question. What update on the corona?
Numbers. They're saying numbers are increased drastically after all this stuff's going on.
I'm about to talk about that and cops killing us.
Yes, I'm with you.
That shit is an every week thing, bro. Like,
it is.
Ask them, what you gonna talk about in the pod? Unfortunately, the same shit we talked about last week.
Like, niggas, it's not even like we trying to stay on this subject.
I know, bro. I didn't even want to put this shit in the fucking notes. Like, bro, god damn, like.
But I mean, for that, it would have been Breonna Taylor, and then as soon as we got over that, it's gonna be, and then it could be 100 other ones. It could be, you know what I'm saying? So,
true.
But we're gonna get out this pit hole. Even.
I doubt it. People. That's not gonna change. Definitely, I guess you're all right. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Like, it's just what's hot right now is black people dying. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Like, it even don't matter what the media stream is, they're just pushing. That's what they're pushing because that's what's getting them views. So that's all they care about. When Corona was hot, push that. This is hot now, it'll get pushed, and then everything will just recycle itself, unfortunately.
But how do y'all feel about Corona though? Not at this state, like everybody's still doing their normal. Like y'all niggas still wearing masks when you go out.
We got to at work, but other than that, man, if I'm gonna get it, it's gonna happen. Like, man, no man's gonna stop that shit.
That's how I feel. Like
at this point, like
that's exactly how I feel.
To Josh at this point. I said kudos to Josh at this point. He was on that.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm saying that's how I felt the whole time. Like, I can't stop this shit from happening. I'm gonna just try to, like, man, whatever.
That man said in January, what? You had it right, bro.
What?
You had us.
I ain't know. I'm not confirming anything, but dude, I had all the symptoms before they were in quote the symptoms. Like I had all that stuff before it came out. I mean, I just didn't know. I hardly ever get sick too.
So now that we at this point, do you think we should have ever stopped life? everybody should have just kept going about life.
I said
much.
that. I don't know, man. I'm not a medical expert, so
So,
I don't know. Maybe we did good.
I'm about to say at the point they didn't really know what it was, so they should have shut it down earlier to get control, like to figure out like, all right, is it serious or not, and then go from there. But they waited too long and let it get real big. All the people in New York was dying and shit, and they just let it get out of control, and then they had to shut it down. They should have did it soon as this shit came across, just to figure out what the fuck was going on, and then go from there. But they
I don't cities like New York and stuff. I don't know if that would have. My bad, bro. I don't know if that would have changed anything. You know, those people live on top, like literally live on top of each other.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can't leave if ain't shit open, you ain't going nowhere.
Dang.
I mean, yeah, they're still gonna have like stores, like gas stations, grocery stores out. But yeah, you got a good point. If you shut down like transit and the subways and things like that, it'll deter it. But like it's a lot of good as far as like the ecosystem. Y'all seen those pictures of California like without the smog and?
Oh yeah, I seen that. It's pretty dope. Like, you got to see the mountains and shit.
Bro, I didn't even know LA had mountains behind it this whole time.
Yeah. I ain't see that.
I think it was it on Complex?
It was on Complex. Yeah, they took a picture of it in the day and the nighttime. You can see the mountains like clear as day. And then you had like different kind of things flourishing, like as far as wildlife. I think it was Italy. They had like dolphins return to the coast of Italy for like I think it was Italy or France or somewhere. They returned to the coast for the first time in like I think it was 40 or 50 years. I mean, I guess there was a lot of good that came from it, but then again, there was a lot of bad because there's a lot of places that closed down that ain't never gonna open back up, and a lot of people out of work that probably won't get jobs for a while. So I don't know.
So have y'all heard any update like on the check or they gonna push back their little unemployment or something?
Bro, I feel like you just want to know if you get another Trump check or not.
I mean, look, I ain't gonna say it here in front, nigga. I'm single man, but definitely yes, I want to check. But I mean, the check really didn't mean nothing to me anyway. I was working the entire time, but so it was just money to put back.
It was just some savings, and I just put that shit on like paid a whole bunch of bills off and just like got ahead a whole bunch of shit.
That's good. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they're gonna blow this stuff out of proportion, and because nobody really knows. It don't even seem like even the people that are quote unquote the experts know what the right thing to do.
Because nowadays, bro, they let people are actually getting it in like these factories and warehouses, and they still making you work though. Like they keeping it under the wraps. They might tell you, well, you got to check. I mean, if you want to go quarantine, you can do it yourself. But most people like, hell no, because there's a chance I might not even get paid. So why we even stop life? You know what I'm saying? Like it's pointless now that we kind of revert back on everything that. I mean, from the start of this, everybody wanted to be all this social distancing and all that shit, but ain't nobody doing it now.
Yeah, it's life as usual.
Yeah.
So what's the just switch it up real quick, but what's the we could touch on this police reform. The pushes San Francisco reforms. Police would no longer will respond to non-criminal calls.
That's dope. I seen that. Like, I think that could be huge. I'm saying it could be huge, especially I'm saying if it's non-criminal, like they'd be more comfortable probably with the people they encountering too. So that can be big.
Might be a dumb question, but who's gonna respond to them? Just like
that's all about it.
I'm sure they got some
social workers.
Social workers that are already like overworked. I mean, I think they're gonna end up hiring more.
Yeah, they said to pair them up. I seen that thing in Dallas. They said they was pairing up workers. That was cool.
I was talking about this with somebody the other day too. I was saying that they should have, because mental health is a real thing. Like normally, I'll just tell you how it works when we show up to a mental health call. We show up basically just to assist EMS when they're there, unless it's something like somebody's actually committed a crime, just to assist them. Like basically how this is going to go. I guess instead of us showing up, it's going to be a social worker, but assist them, see if they'll go with EMS to get treated for mental evaluation or any kind of situation that's going on. Then discuss if there's someone that lives with them, like a caretaker, a parent, or a spouse or something. They'll go over with them what their options are as far as what they can do with the person and helping them with their mental health. It's not, we're just like basically on standby, like unless there's a crime, which basically it'll be a good thing. I think I actually like, this is a good kind of reform. This is the stuff that will work itself out. I'm sure they'll have somebody on standby, but
what's looked at as a non-criminal offense?
Just some kind of mental health breakdown. I say maybe if the person were saying that they were having thoughts of suicide, or I don't know exactly in San Francisco, because like I was saying earlier, every state's laws are different. So I don't know about California, but maybe say, for instance, I'm taking this, maybe somebody's having like a mental health breakdown. They're saying they want to kill themselves. Whoever reports it says there's no weapons, then possibly somebody would show up then. I'm thinking that's probably how it's going to go. Or somebody's maybe just out in public and they're having some kind of mental health breakdown. Maybe that's how it's going to go. It's non-criminal. You actually no criminal offenses. But I'm saying I don't really know how they're going to do as far as, I'm sure they're going to keep somebody on standby just in case something does happen. But I was saying this, I do think that it'd be cool if like actual police departments had somebody that was like that studied psychology or someone like that, or like a professional that was actually a sworn officer there too, just in case something did happen, they could handle the situation, but they would be more in a sense of like in the role of like a social worker, but they still had law enforcement capabilities if something did go south. So like you would actually be able to talk to the person first before, not just show up in a full uniform and make the person more scared than what they actually are, Because regardless of a lot of situations, whether the person's white or black or something, they see the police show up and they shut down. That's just how it happens, especially when they're having a mental health breakdown the majority of the time, from what I've seen at least.
So, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not like it can get as worse. It can't get too much worse, like from the results we seeing, like people are dying because of the way people are being handled. So I feel like any other thing that they try as a step forward is until proven otherwise, So
You
can say on it, Dre, did you say anything about it yet?
No, I'm saying, I started it off.
Yeah,
saying it was good. I think it can.
I just had that one question about just who handling the social side of it, but say anything, add on to it.
I don't know. I was listening to Josh. I just want to know what like a non-criminal offense would actually be. So that way, you can put it in different categories on what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of times we get caught up when somebody's like, say you have like a brother or sister or a daughter or something, and they're tearing up the house. Like they're literally tearing the house up. Like we get caught out there. You can tear up your own property. If you're a resident of that property, you can kick the walls down, you can break your toilet, you can, throw your TV through the wall, do whatever you want to. That's something that's non-criminal. Just to add on to stuff, what I was saying earlier.
Oh, okay, because I'm
like that. But like I was saying, I'm sure if it was something that could potentially turn violent, then they probably have the police on standby.
Because I'm figuring if somebody calling the cops, bro, they done did something that's making that person a criminal. You get what I'm saying? Like,
bro.
If somebody just tell me like I'm somewhere I ain't supposed to be, like, oh, you trespassing on my property, nigga. I truly ain't doing nothing. I'm just here. Maybe I'm in an uproar. I'm loud or some shit. Like, am I getting looked at as a criminal because I'm on somebody else's shit? But I ain't really no threat to society. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I know I had a story. I was to the Breakfast Club today, and they was talking about it. It was about the what's her name? Her name Carol Horn. She back in 2006. There was an incident with a colleague or whatever, and he had a person in a chokehold, and she intervened and stopped him from doing it, and she ended up getting fired for stopping him from the chokehold.
Yeah,
she at once she did it. She said she was telling him to stop or whatever, and she went and grabbed his arm to like she moved his arm to stop him from doing it. He turned around and punched her, and then this is the other cop turned around and punched her, and then she ended up getting fired. He ended up suing her for like $65,000. The cop that punched her sued her.
That's wild.
Lost her pension. She was like a month away from her pension. She lost it. Like, and this happened in 2006, but it's like it's just getting brought back up. But she been at since then, like trying to get her pension back and stuff like that. And even when she went to court, to the lawyers, something with I guess the police force was supposed to be representing her or something like that, and she had her own lawyer, and somehow the people that was representing her sued her too. It was like a whole bunch of shit. She ended up living in a homeless shelter and all kind of shit. But she done had on CNN and everything, like talking about this shit. But it's a wild ass story. It's on it's way more detail to it if you listen to it on the Breakfast Club podcast.
They don't put it on their YouTube.
I tried to look, but I couldn't find it. But I had the timestamps on the episode. It's the episode from. It's not today's episode. It's yesterday.
Okay, I'll go back and look. That's crazy right there.
Yeah. But she was stopping him, and she was like, it was because she crossed the blue line. Or that's what she categorized. She crossed the blue line, and pretty much got vilified for the shit.
Jeez.
That's wild when you stopping something from somebody dying, and you get all the backlash for the shit.
That's crazy.
You trying to save somebody's life. Can't hear you.
My fault. Speaking of backlash, a little bit of a lot, but B. Simone. B. Simone and her comments about only wanting an entrepreneur, not a dude that has a 9 to 5. And what's anything.
Glad y'all voted in on that comment on that topic, but go ahead.
Say what?
Nah, go ahead.
Was we finished with that?
I guess nobody said shit about it.
Yeah, I mean, because that was the last comment. You was bringing that in. But, I mean, yeah, B. Simone. How you feel about it?
Hold on a minute, bro. Who is B. Simone? Go ahead and tell us who she is. I really don't know.
What would she be classified as? An Instagram comedian?
One of them wilding out girls, right? One of them person. She be on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is she on there? I didn't know she was on there. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, she on there.
Yeah, she's just one of those like just.
She be in a lot of Desi videos too.
Yeah, she's one of them.
Oh yeah, she do.
In the social media era, like recently, a couple years ago.
She been around for a little minute, yeah.
Yeah.
2 years.
But yeah, she made the one a 9 to 5. I mean, she don't want a 9 to 5 dude. She's an entrepreneur.
What's the damn difference? Both niggas getting money. You know what I'm saying? A 9 to 5 nigga can be getting more money than a nigga that's an entrepreneur. Like
she said she don't want to do the punch the clock.
The fuck.
I'm saying at the end of the day,
that's what's wrong with man. That's what's wrong with these motherfucking bitches out here, man. Like, come on, man. A nigga is getting money. What more else do you want, bro? Like, goddamn, like, God, boy, oh my God.
Hey, look,
you already know they about to cut. You're gonna cut and paste that. That's gonna be the video for the damn podcast.
They gotta even pick.
Let's be real though, man. Like, you really down to somebody that's working, bro. Like, that's trying to have something, man. Like,
how she down? Did she not just give her opinion on it by saying that's what she'd rather have?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it was her preference, but she was making it like 9 to 5. Nick, like she can't find one that make money.
First of all, I guess I looked her up, bro. She ain't dating nobody with a regular job anyway. She just looked like she about that clout life, whatever can keep her famous.
But damn, a 9 to 5, bro, that made me feel bad. Honestly, I ain't gonna front to you because I'm like, whoa, hold on, I got a 9 to 5, bro. And I think that I get paid. I mean, I think shit, I don't get paid terribly bad. Like, I know I ain't balling, but shit, like for real, just to knock that, bro, that's crazy as hell, man. Because like I said, a nigga that's an entrepreneur gonna go through some losses too. At least my damn money consistent, nigga.
And every entrepreneur ain't getting it. Like, but I'm saying, like, this is the title, but she was saying that they wouldn't understand her lifestyle. Like, I'm up at 3 a.m. doing this, doing that. Like, you sleep, getting ready for the next day.
Bro, I wish I could talk to that bitch. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. They ain't wake up every day at fucking 4 o'clock, 3:30. Like, they go to work, get there at 5, set shit up, don't get off till shit 4:30, bro. It's like 10 hours after the fact that I've been at work. How the fuck can you tell? But there's no explanation in that, bro. She was wrong as shit for saying that.
I'm saying it's her preference. That's only thing she get a pass. I'm saying it's her preference. It's like everybody got their own preference. So, but just to knock a nigga because he got a job, like, I don't know. Hell, there's some niggas that got 9 to 5s making more money than her ass. So
exactly, bro. Exactly.
At that point, it's probably not a 9 to, like, technically you're not clocking in, but yeah, still. But shit, but yeah, man.
I wish a nigga would tell me that, bro.
What about
to add to that though, when she was saying that, and then the shit came out. Can y'all hear me?
I was about to say.
Yeah, and then I about to say she talking about that, and then the shit come out. She fucking plagiarizing had plagiarism in her book. Like, you talking about being up at 3 a.m. How want your ass up at 3 a.m. Thinking of your own fucking thoughts instead of stealing people's shit?
Exactly.
That's your ass up at 3 a.m. doing copy and pasting. And they say they were word for word. And she know it was because she done took the book down. Like, they was on her ass about that shit. Bro. And then nigga Meek Mill gonna come in and talk about why we bashing her for whatever his statement was. But this nigga was trying to kill Drake for the same exact thing, which is different music.
Meek Mill needs to shut the fuck up, man. That nigga damn hang around snitching. Fuck that nigga. I watched the whole live and it's no lie, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Like, 6ix9ine a rap.
Well, 6ix9ine was on there.
But he was going to fuck in, bro. And he was literally pointing that shit out. I was like,
yeah, he was.
I mean, what he's saying is right. Like, he pointing out there like, nigga, you a rat. You hang with rats. What do you mean? Like, get out of here.
Yeah, but yeah, for you to try to say that after you was going at Drake for the same thing, and hell, Drake, his shit wasn't even as.
Yeah, his shit wasn't even word for word. Well, the hooks were. Other than that,
yeah. But okay, a hook. Drake make the song.
Exactly.
She didn't even make the words. She
was fucking copy and pasting,
bro. She was
trying to play it.
She had a 50 list, and it was all word for word from Pinterest.
Yeah. You just copy and pasting, like, really.
Niggas, they should have told her entrepreneur ass to go back to school. You'll learn how to do a works cited page and all that shit to put at the back end of your fucking book. Dumb bitch. Like, bro, come on. You learn that shit. You can probably learn that in high school now. I don't know if they tell them that in high school now, but damn. You ever wrote a paper, you know you got to put a fucking works cited in the bitch. Like, give somebody their credit, but you're a fucking entrepreneur and you don't want to date a nigga that got a 9 to 5. Fuck him.
Yeah, talking about I'm gonna be up, and then a whole bunch of memes done came out. Her 9 to 5. Her little 3 a.m. shits. Awesome. I'm trying to go. Here's the thing. I think it's the one I've been seeing is the meme from Life when he turning over and he looking and he talking about some. I'm trying to sleep. You up at 3 a.m. with all that Control V, Control C. I was like,
I see that. I see that.
But yeah, like, I don't know. But yeah, you up at 3 a.m. Make your own word. Stop stealing people's shit.
Facts. So, we got. Yeah, we can go to first. So Did everybody see 40's list of Drake's albums? What do you feel about 40's list of Drake's albums, and what do our list looks like? That's what I'm going with this one to the Drake topic.
Yeah.
But
40 lists look kind of. It's only one album on there that is kind of out of place to me.
I feel like that's Scorpion.
I feel like it's Scorpion too.
Hold on, what y'all saying? That it should be higher?
No,
Nothing was the same. Was 5, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the only one I'm talking about. That should be higher.
That should be high.
Oh,
Nothing
that
was
should
the
be
same
high.
was
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, well, I guess we're saying the
Yeah.
same shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scorpion's low. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because seeing his shit. I was like, what, bro? But
I want to know, was this an interview?
he got a different whole. It's like a baby to him. Everything.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like he got a whole different like perspective. Like he in there working every single album. Like
Sonic.
you know what Drake going through to complete all of this, and
Right.
we going off just pure music, but he like creating most of this shit with him. So I guess it's just a different feel, and I don't know. Was it because this was he just was this in the article that the little it was an article or something some kind of interview he was.
Yeah,
Was this a part of it, or was this something separate?
I think it was.
Okay, but yeah, I don't
But
know.
you know,
He just got a whole
him to,
different aspect to that shit though. So
exactly. So for him to come out and put his list out there like that, make you probably go back and be like, damn, maybe I should listen to this in a whole different light.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Because he actually worked with the man on every album. So
he
like
actually
you said, the feels and the vibes that he doing, like he got from each one is I don't know, bro. Like I get what you're saying though, Dre.
Yeah, he actually like commented back to somebody's message on Instagram, and he said, "Yo, Carl Cherry, I was driving when he asked that question. I would never have nothing was the same that low. Some days my favorite project we did, but it's whatever. LOL. I have different reasons for why I'm attached to different projects than everyone else, and so that's understandable. But that list ain't right. I don't stand by it."
shit.
Oh damn.
40 said that.
But,
Yeah, 40 said that on Instagram, but he messaged somebody back, like some person added him, and then
Yeah.
at the end put and also I ain't given a list because I said I have different perspectives, and then he did the praying hands thing.
yeah, his perception is gonna be different from everybody's. Like he
Yeah,
creating
true.
majority of this shit, and he's sitting through all the sessions. Well, maybe not all of them, but majority of the sessions. And I'm sure he's going through the sequencing and all that type of shit. So he got a whole different perspective than everybody else. But I'm saying,
I guess I can see why So Far Gone is number one if you look at it, because that's probably the one they put the most work into because it blew up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was his firstborn. That was just like this. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. First one I'm giving to the world. So,
But from that comment, I'm thinking that he would have put Nothing Was the Same as his favorite overall.
That's mine.
Cause personally, that's mine.
I just like Take Care because I was going through a rough patch of life at that time, and I was one of them niggas that might cry on the way home to Drake. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. But not really wasn't.
Nah, you ain't kidding.
I probably did shed a tear too. That shit hit home.
Hey, Drake done made everybody emotional. So if you say it ain't, then you lying.
What made Drake? His vulnerability to me. But so Dre, what's your list?
I was just now typing it. I got it, though. I'm gonna just look at his picture and go. I'm going from the bottom down. I mean, from the bottom up. Thank Me Later is last. Like, it is what it is. Then I got Scorpion. Views. What's it? Oh damn. Okay. Thank Me Later at 7. Damn. Scorpion at 6. I got Views at 5. 4. Let's see. say nothing was the same at 4.
That's
My God. Put that up, please.
Nothing was the same at 4. Goddamn. If you're reading this, it's too late. Take care and so far gone.
But don't
So
be
I'm just
revising that
switching
later,
4
bro. I
and
feel
5.
like you go backtrack on that one.
No, I'm not. I've been listening to him. That's how I feel. Hold up. No, I'll switch. Nothing was the same as if you're reading this, it's too late. That's it.
See, I got bad love for you on that one since you did that.
Go ahead, say it.
All right, hold on, let me.
Because if you're reading this, it's
Make
too
sure.
late. I just now finished listening to that. It's more like his clubby rap shit or whatever. That's like more the knocking stuff. It was more like one lane.
More up tempo.
Yeah.
So we all
The other
going from
one's
7.
more,
We're going to all go from 7 up. We're going to follow that lead.
yeah.
All right, so 7 for me would be Take Me Later, of course. 6. Damn, man. I don't want to put Scorpion in 6. Well, fuck it. Scorpion gonna be 6. 5, I fuck with Views. 4 would be If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. 3, damn. Damn, Take Care. Shit. But I'm going 3 so far gone. 2, Take Care, and 1, Nothing Was the Same.
Not bad, bro.
I honestly, after listening so far gone when it hit like streaming services, it didn't age as well as it sounded when it first came out. He got a lot of bullshit on there.
Right.
But Uptown, bro, I can't like that's the one. Shit got too many memories, so I gotta keep it where it's at.
I was gonna ask what's everybody's favorite track off each project after this listing too.
Oh, I can do
Pick each project, but go ahead. What's yours?
I got Thank Me Later at 7. If You're Reading It's Too Late at 6. Scorpion 5. So Far Gone at 4. I don't know, man. That's a toss up on the last one. Take Care is at number 1, but If You're Reading It Too Late and Views are 2 of my favorite ones too. So
You just said if you're reading this too late, it's at 6.
Yeah, I was about to say.
My bad. Let me look at this shit because I gotta pull it up. I didn't have to pull it up. I was reading something else and I was trying to remember all the damn albums. Let me pull it up, bro.
Last 2 was Views and So Far Gone.
My bad. All right, I got the list up now. Hold on, I'll do it. Sorry, I got Thank Me Later at 7. Yeah, I said it right. Thank Me Later at 7. Scorpion at 6. So Far Gone at 5. If You're Reading This, It's Too Late at 4. Views at 3. Nothing Was the Same at 2, and then Take Care at 1.
Okay. I kind of feel like Views aged pretty good too, because I still remember a lot of shit off of that album.
Oh yeah, 16 was a good year.
Mm-hmm.
I remember listening to that show on the way to the beach when it first dropped.
What's your list, Meek?
Thank Me Later is one of my favorite albums, but if we ranking them from like best wise, it's probably gonna be 7. I put Scorpion 6. So Far Gone be 5. Then I got Take Care at 4. If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. I'm gonna put that. I don't want that to be 3rd. Yeah, that's gonna be 3rd. No, Views is that right there at 3. I have Views at 3. Then If You're Reading Too late at 2, then nothing was the same at 1. That's me though, you know. I just feel like Nothing Was the Same was his best like rap album, and that's really, to me personally, when he in his bag was when he rapping. So, but so could everybody name one track like their favorite track off each project?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
For sure. That's what I'm looking at now.
I'm about to say I go.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna just go from. I ain't gonna go through the how I did it. I'm just go from this first to the newest. But I'm on So Far Gone, easily Uptown. Like that shit. I remember when playing East West game. Like we used to bump that shit in the locker room every day before practice. That was like one of the main tracks we was in there playing. But it's just that shit. Before it even like when that shit first came out, that was always my favorite because that whole track just slide. And I wish it always had like bad mixing because it was never loud. Like it was like the vibe, like it was real low. Just listening to it, but
back then,
yeah, that shit was my favorite. Thank Me Later is Over. Let's see, Take Care. Let's see, it's a lot of them on here though, because I was listening to that. They got some shit on here. Trying to think. Shot for me, probably. Yeah, I say
it's
Shot.
hard to pick one.
Yeah, that's for Take Care. If Nothing Was the Same, I go, Hold On, We Going Home. I'm just playing that shit. Hell no.
Oh,
Well, I was about to say, not Dre, bro. Hell nah.
Hell nah. I say the intro, Tuscan Leather. That shit was hard. And then if you're reading this too late, what's that one? I think is it six man. The one he say something about DeMarcus Cousins.
6 Man.
Yeah. But yeah, that one. 6 Man.
Cousins out in public.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. And then Views, I go with probably Child's Play. Is that the one he was mad at the girl because she took his car to go get tampons?
Yeah. Why?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one that started. That's my favorite song on that shit too.
Yeah.
That
one.
If she said courtside, she fucking one of the niggas on the team or some shit. That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
I know that's Faithful. You talking about Faithful. Best believe if she at the game, she fucking them niggas on the team.
Yeah.
That's the skit for Faithful with Pimp C. Put up in the end, team told me niggas from the play games and they feel like that.
Oh yeah.
I say bounce that shit like whoa.
Yeah, that's
that shit like whoa.
Yeah, because that's got the vision on it.
Yeah, because that's But keep going. Is that keep going?
Oh yeah, Tay right.
Yeah, that's Child's Play.
Child's Play.
That's Child's Play. Shit like whoa. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit. All right. But Scorpion is Emotionless.
Is that all of them?
Yeah. That's all his albums. That ain't all his projects, but that's all his albums. That was the 7.
Who wanna go next? I go.
I can go if you don't. If nobody else wants to
go. Go
ahead. So Far Gone, it probably had to be Successful. I just don't know. One of the songs that stuck with me off of that one. One of my favorite songs he did. I like Grammys off of Views. I don't know why, but I liked it.
I'm trying to think.
Grammys. Okay.
Grammy. Yeah.
I think I won a Grammy. I was to it. Yeah, that's a joke. Yeah, I remember
that. And nothing was the same, bro. I don't know, man. Tuscan Leather was pretty hard, but I loved Worst Behavior.
Worse. I remember that, boy. Whew.
And then, bro, my favorite Drake song of all time is on Take Care. It's The Ride.
Yeah, that shit hard.
Thank Me Later is Unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Yeah.
That's what Jeezy, ain't it?
Yeah. And then Scorpion is Nonstop. And then If You're Reading This Is Too Late, it's Legend. Legend's probably my favorite Drake song.
Oh, that's the intro, yeah.
Yeah.
The one off of well, that ain't one of the albums, but More Life, Do Not Disturb, that shit hard. I just like that beat. More Life.
Yeah.
It's the last song of the album.
That's the last song. Yeah.
Who ain't won, Mitchell?
I ain't win yet either.
Oh.
Go ahead.
You want me to go? Scorpion is my favorite song of Scorpion is 8 out of 10. And Views is Child's Play. If You're Reading This, It's Too Late is Madonna. Nothing Was the Same. Damn. Come Through is my favorite song on Nothing Was the Same, I think. But damn, I want to say Furthest Thing. I don't know. Let me just keep it with Come Through. Take Care, Underground Kings. Thank Me Later, Fancy. And So Far Gone is the best I ever heard.
I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna go 40. So Thank Me Later. Probably be the. Ooh. I want to say Unforgettable. Yeah, Unforgettable. Views was that long. It was long, wasn't it? That was the longer one.
Shit, they all of them about an hour or something.
Yeah. From Views, I gotta say, You With Me. With the DMX sample.
Oh yeah, that was hard. Yeah.
Nothing Was the Same. I gotta say Furthest Thing. That might be my favorite Drake song. Scorpion. Jaded. And, If You're Reading This Is Too Late. I want to say You in the Six, maybe. No, Jungle. Damn, my shit's kind of soft.
Hold up. I gotta go back on my shit. If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. Mine is You in the Six. That's still my ringtone to this day. The fuck am I thinking?
Yeah, that shit.
Oh god. Oh.
I'm trying to make a decision on my head, but I want to go back and respect the songs that's on the track list, so I got to go back at the same time. On Take Care. I didn't Take Care. I ain't care for Take Care. Ironically, too much.
That shit is like a forgotten album, bro. Hold up, what you saying?
I said I don't really care to listen to Take Care. Ironically,
I thought you said something else. Never mind.
But
you need to try to slide a dad joke in there. You know you gotta get at least one a pod.
Yeah, a little slidey slide. Yeah.
What is saying?
I don't really care for Take Care. But I'd probably say I don't know. I want to say Marvin's Room, but yeah, probably so. Cause I'm gonna go with The Real Her.
Yeah, that shit hard with Wayne and Andre.
Hold on, Underground Kings. That's what.
Nigga.
What happened?
Go ahead, B. Go ahead, B.
You
Go
done changed your
Underground.
damn answer 5 times.
Underground Kings got Ross in it, don't it?
Nah, it's
Yeah.
just all Drake with Underground.
Hold
King.
up. Ross on one of them songs.
Ross was on shit.
I make music for one.
Lord knows. He on Lord
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that song. Yeah, that song. Cause that line, I make music for niggas that get pussy. So whoever, that line, that pussy line, he said that shit. That that's for.
And he wasted Kendrick Lamar feature on that album. We should have had him on a song.
Oh yeah, you talking about on the interlude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't want to get bodied on his first album. I understand.
On Start Gone, I got shit by him and Wayne. Mess with y'all remember that shit.
What you say?
Eating shit by him and Wayne. Can you hear me?
Oh, what?
On So Far Gone, the last one, ignorant shit.
Okay, yeah, I remember that too.
I'm thinking about the next one. Yeah, I got you.
Hey, what's our favorite song on More Life?
Ooh. Oh, that's
Mine is Do Not Disturb.
That's Do Not Disturb on that one.
Yeah, that's the only song that's good on the album.
Ooh, whoa. But no.
That shit was trash, bro. Nigga trying to sound like a Jamaican the whole fucking album. Got time to listen to that.
I like Sacrifice.
Yeah,
Sacrifice was nice. Teenage Fever,
like the
Teenage
first
Fever is amazing.
Yeah,
first like 5, and then he start getting into that.
Hold on,
bullshit.
Bro, you tripping, Dre? I'm looking at this track list. It's not that bad, bro.
Bro, hold on, bro.
It's bad, bro.
Oh my!
That KMT song was trash, though. I get what Drake come from on that about. That shit was terrible.
It's about 5 songs in a row that's skippable. That's a trash album.
But
whatever the fuck he was trying to call it, playlist.
His side of the town and his people, like gigs and all of them people that get put on.
They should have let them do it.
That's what he was featuring them for. So out the songs you probably don't like, then you might, you know what I'm saying, get a little EP. You know what I mean? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Get you in there, but
I'll go back and listen, but that shit was not appealing to the ears.
Oh, I don't know, Dre. Yeah, just go back through it one more time.
And then he got Travis Scott, so I'm definitely skipping that song.
What the fuck? Oh,
you're a sicko,
bro. What is it with Travis, man?
I don't know what mode it is.
Are you done?
You're a sicko. How can you do that? Made that shit and say the Travis featuring? Oh man,
you saying Sicko was good?
Sicko mode went fire.
It was fire, bro.
It was the song or the album?
No, the song.
Oh, that's Astro World. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the song was good. After the first about 3 songs, the shit fell off a fucking cliff.
Hey, well, yeah, that's besides the point. I just thought you was tripping on Sicko mode too.
Nah, but
I have to say, out like a light. What?
He need to turn out his light.
You see how simple some shit and make it be hard. Out like a light.
Hey, like a light.
Oh yeah, Travis Scott. Nah, I'm good.
Come on, Dre. You got to go back and listen to Astro World at least. Give it one more listen, man. That shit was one of the best of the decade, bro. It really was.
It ain't even his best album.
Shit. What's his best album then?
To me, it's Bird Sing Brian McKnight.
I knew he was going to say that. That's my second favorite but Astro World blew that shit out the water to me, man.
I'm saying that was just his peak like popularity, blah blah blah, whatever. But I don't know. I just can't get with Travis Scott, bro. I don't know. I listened when he dropped, but I ain't listen to Jack Boys. But yeah,
Jack Boys went all that. I ain't gonna lie to you,
it was his project to put his niggas on too.
And they try to consider them as a group because in the BET they got them as a group.
I think they are. I don't know.
But yeah, they got them categorized as a group in the DT Awards thing, which a lot of them nominees are some bullshit, but
okay. So before we go into all of that and Travis Scott, how we feel about this Cole?
I had listened to it a few times before.
I had it on as soon as I seen it.
Yeah,
I
when
was
y'all
like, oh,
niggas, when
shit.
y'all seen it, I was like, oh hell yeah, damn, it's the best link y'all we done seen all week.
Yeah.
I was like, is this a drop? Like, is this a song? And I clicked it and it started playing. And I was like, this is shit. Am I the only nigga that know about this shit? Like, why ain't nobody? I went to Twitter, bro, and nobody was talking about it. I went to Instagram. Nobody. I
just happened to see it on, I think it was on Insta. It was on one of them music pages that I follow.
Yeah.
I seen it. I was like, oh shit. And then I sent it. And then as soon as I sent it, I seen you sent it.
I was like, yeah, I'm listening to it now. Fuck it.
Yeah, I was expecting a beat drop. That's the first one that caught me because I was expecting a beat to drop eventually, but it never did. So then once I knew that, like, I started listening to it and the words and shit. But he getting a lot of backlash for that joke.
Yeah, I was about to say how y'all feel about the song. And
the song to me is good. I like he was speaking his truth and pretty much talking about how y'all need to stop looking at celebrities to be the ones that like I was saying last time, they look at celebrities like
they supposed to be safe.
Yeah.
You
gotta stop looking at them like that. They just regular people like us. If they don't want to speak on it, they ain't got to.
Exactly.
And then they was trying to bash him because they say he was coming at Noname. But I don't know.
I mean, he addressed it too with the tweets.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, he said he stood behind what he said, and I respect that because most motherfuckers would go back and be like, "Oh, why didn't blah blah blah?" No, stand behind what the fuck you say.
Yep. Because at the end of the day, he got his piece to say, and y'all really are looking like that. And if he want to be his rap, he can be that. At the same time, it takes everybody to stand up and fight the cause. And he'll make a bigger change and a better help. But if that man don't want to do that in that situation, and he feel like he not intelligent enough on that situation, and if that's his excuse, I respect it because a lot of these niggas out here speaking up on shit, they don't know what they speaking up on.
Exactly.
Right.
And then you see Earl Sweatshirt and Chance came out and said something about it.
Nah, what they say?
Pretty much saying he shouldn't have did it, and it was like some, I don't know. I think I screenshot it. I have to send it.
Yeah, let me see what the
yeah, seeing that, it's crazy.
Yeah, I just say it was like right before, like it was just earlier. I think I know where it's at because I bookmarked it. But yeah, they was pretty much like saying he should have spoke to her in person or some shit he was saying. It's Chance saying it's a series of tweets they was going talking about the shit. And then they were saying how she started a book club and
yeah.
Is this it? No, that's not it. Damn, bro, I bookmarked this shit.
You good, bro? I got it right here.
No, that's not it. That's a different one. I got it. I'm gonna send it to the thing. Damn. But yeah, that's Cole's tweets what I bookmarked. But this one is this one I sent it to the group to the on Instagram. But yeah, he was pretty much. They both was just had a whole bunch. Yet another L for man mask and patriarchy and gaslighting as a constructive criticism. That's what Chance said on the first one. And they was like you could have talked to Cole like a man, not on this platform. He was like, you mean like he privately addressed Noname. So it's just chances going. This is a whole bunch chances going back and forth with people on Twitter.
Chance needs to hang out with J. Cole for about a week so he don't put out another trash ass album.
You better simmer down. Got J.A. boy.
They was pretty much saying it like the whole controversy, I guess, that I had been seeing is J. Cole was saying it like he need a woman to tell him, like, I guess to feed him the knowledge that he should, I guess, already know. That was what I've been seeing a lot of, like, people were saying, like, you shouldn't, somebody shouldn't have to spoon feed you to for you to know what you about the situations or some shit. But it's a whole bunch of tweets like about this shit.
Chance said we have different point of views on things. I'm not tearing anyone down. I just think it's wrong to make a song about her. I can't feel any other way about it.
Everybody got their opinion, but he did what he did.
Yeah, but he stood by that. So
if I don't know, it's a weird situation. I mean, I feel both ends of it. Honestly, like he telling his side of a story that they don't. So it's at the same time they listen to his side and then start judging the situation. But they are, I mean, I guess he could have addressed it differently if he chose to, but that's how he chose to address it. And he's standing on it, then leave it at where it's at. If they want to handle it from there, then let them handle it. At the end of the day, he out there protesting, and y'all ain't say shit as much as y'all said about this. I'm saying he could have kept his ass in the crib and not said nothing and dropped this song. But this nigga was out here protesting out there.
Exactly.
Y'all ain't said nothing. Y'all said something for 2 days, but y'all gonna keep this alive until y'all get this nigga to say something that y'all want him to say. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem now. We too worried about the wrong shit. At the end of the day, he out here doing both. He dropped the song and he's standing on his own too at the same time, helping us out here, and he holding his own accountability, saying he ain't doing enough. As he's doing as much as he can. Like, what y'all niggas want this nigga to do? You know what I'm saying? If make somebody mad, I don't know who to make mad, but somebody gonna be mad regardless. So at the end of the day, keep stepping how you step. He out here.
Yeah. You can't please. Go ahead. Nah, go ahead.
Nah, they was saying, a lot of people were saying, like, did y'all not listen to the song? Like, that was like a couple bars, but a lot of the other shit was about, like, him saying that, like, at the end, he was saying the dude came up to him and said he was a big inspiration or whatever, but he was like, he just feel like he ain't doing enough. And it was like people took that one little verse or whatever and just thought that was the whole song.
As they wanted to. They chose to exile the whole rest of the verse and prior to the quote. And nah, I want to take this. Excuse me, let me make my statement about this. You know what I'm saying?
And they weren't saying that shit when he was calling out Kanye on that one song he had put out. But I guess it's a woman, so
you talking about false prophets?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Tato, because you was about to say something too.
Nah, I was gonna say, man, you know, you can't please everybody. As long as you can make yourself happy, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm glad
he
what he said.
He even addressed that part. He making himself happy and still saying that he's making us sad by making him happy, so it's making him sad. Like, you know, he's addressing everything that, you know what I'm saying? They just chose to take that out of the song for some reason. That sitting there with his family and shit, you know what I'm saying? He understand that we still out here feeling some type of way because he ain't out here with us. But it shouldn't be like that, but it is. You know. Everybody at the end of the day, I feel like they can be mad about it, but at the end of the day, they know where they stand on everything, so they can out with it regardless. That's how I feel. But that's everything. We can go to the sports now. If y'all want to. But how long have we been on?
Oh, we good. We got the what's name. We straight. Hour and 30.
Yeah, I was just saying in general. I know we've been here for a minute. We got NCAA. I don't know too much about what's going on in NCAA.
You can honestly just skip that. It was just them showing this is when they restart shit.
They 6 weeks. Just got confirmed a couple minutes ago. Sent to my phone. Our phone.
What got confirmed?
Was it 6 week practice something?
For NCAA or for NBA?
NCAA approved 6 week practice plan for football beginning in July.
Oh, okay.
I thought they was already on campus.
Only certain schools are letting students back on.
Yeah, I'm about
It's,
to say,
it's
yeah.
non-sports related.
Oh, okay.
Well, we can let that, I guess, build up a little bit.
Yeah.
On the next week or week after, whatever. But what about the NFL? How y'all feel about the NFL?
What specifically?
How they handling everything? Are they taking a clout? Or is this photo photo opping, or are they actually for real?
Man, just like most of these big companies, they see they really can't hide behind the shit. They just gotta either post and get out in front of it or not say shit. And I'm saying they put money behind it, so it is what it is. But they still a big ass racist organization. So
I feel like most of it is so they won't lose the black dollar rather than it is to gain it. Because
honestly, they're not worried about this shit because they didn't change nothing when everybody when everybody swear they was boycotting. Like, yeah, views is going down, but they still the biggest fucking sport. It's like,
oh, yeah, and that's what I mean by just as long as they keep the black dollar that they have now, they can be steady billion trillionaires. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let somebody sign cap, and that shit gonna skyrocket.
That's what I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
And that's what it's been a lot of talks, but until this shit happen, I don't want to hear y'all.
Hell, Carolina might as well sign that nigga. They don't release Cam.
Cause I seen what the Chargers said. Their coach said they got him on a workout. Was it the workout list?
Summer workout list. Yeah, Anthony Lynn, and they were saying that's a perfect fit for him. But
what about you, Josh? How you feel about the NFL right now? You think they photo opping or they really with it?
Yeah, they're definitely photo opping. Just like Gray said it perfect, bro. You can't say any more perfect than that. Like that is what it is. Like everybody else trying to save face.
Yeah.
And then to acknowledge Juneteenth now, like it's just becoming popularized now that everybody just like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, motherfucker. Y'all gonna close the offices for a day? What is that? Like, okay, most of the motherfuckers in there white, and it's just a whole bunch of y'all ain't thought about acknowledging it. At this point, if y'all close, what is that doing? It's the off season anyway. What one day off gonna do? Like, it'd be different if the shit was during the season and y'all did something like that. But off day in the summertime, like, get out of here.
Yeah. And that's going off of the question not even a question, but the NFL announced Thursday is planning to donate $250 million to combat systematic racism and support the battle against the ongoing and historic injustices faced by African Americans. It's based on this topic.
No, they did that. I think too, really, because I feel like if they wouldn't have did anything at all, I feel like the NFL would have been the organization where players really sit out.
Start pointing at them niggas. Y'all the only ones that ain't fucking with it. Yeah, like honestly, I feel like that's where it was headed to because it was a couple of big names like NFL ain't saying shit. The NFL ain't did this. Then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, they got to it because they was about to get fingers pointed at them for real.
Hey, nah, but certain ones still ain't saying shit though.
They still ain't.
Jerry ain't came out and said a damn thing, but want to talk about everything else. Like, bro, like it's still some Cowboy.
How'd that make you feel as a fan? Like, I'm jokingly, but seriously, you like, how does that make you?
Like seriously, you see the racism that I don't know, man. It hurts to tell you the truth because I mean, like, he's Jerry Jones is very outspoken on all topics, bro. But this right here, for you not to say a word on this,
feels like he's speaking.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Like when Dez put that tweet out about them, how Jerry, Steven, and Jason Witten really need to go out here and see what's going on. Like, bro, like that puts shit in perspective for me, to tell you the truth. Love my Cowboys, but damn, bro. Hey, speak, do something, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah, but they asked Goodell got scared when he seen Pat Mahomes in that video. You got the biggest star in the NFL. Voicing his opinion. Yeah, you better do something.
Yeah, I seen them talking about that too.
Yeah, man just won the Super Bowl, just recently won MVP. Like, yeah. But at this point, I guess we need to start seeing the big face white quarterbacks start doing something. Cause of course the black quarterbacks or the black players are gonna do it, but until them big name, cause if Cap did this shit and then somebody else like Rodgers did it, you think they gonna exile his ass out the NFL? No. Like somebody big step up and take that spot too.
Besides Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, and Carson Wentz are really the only three big name white quarterbacks that actually come out and say like stuff publicly up front before all the pressure started.
Brady,
everybody else to do it.
TB need to say something, bro.
That's what I said. Brady ain't said nothing.
He need to do something.
You know, he focused on football. He ain't getting involved with none of that. But I'm saying, but if they was to kneel like everybody, like, when all the controversy was happening, then that shit would have shifted. Like, it was just all focused on Cap. But if some of your own was doing shit, that would have been different.
But let's think about it though. Who would have thought we would have been like at this point today where people actually now they get what Cap stood for? Like he was talking about the same shit years ago, bro. Like nobody was fucking with. Like I mean, none of these white folks was like, it was like, nah, that ain't right. But now, years later, you see that, hey, hold on. What this man was standing for, yo, it's real. Like, police brutality is real, bro. Like, it's amazing to see how time changes things, man.
We're gonna see once it start. And they said Kyler Murray already came and said he gonna kneel.
Yeah, JJ Watt said he was kneeling.
Yeah, because somebody try to speak for him.
Is this gonna be like a season-long thing, or are they just gonna do this the first week, and then
they probably do shit the first week?
Swept under the rug. Was swept under the rug.
I really feel like
I'm saying they don't televise the anthem no more anyway, so you ain't gonna see it.
Oh shit!
No, they're gonna televise it this year. They ain't gonna have no choice.
I'm saying they took that out last year.
I know what I'm saying, but they'll televise it this year because people kneel and they'll get them more ratings. Like, I mean, just in general.
That'll be watch him do it. Watch him do it. What about Malcolm Jenkins? How y'all feel about him being hired as a contributor to CNN for his commentary on racism and social justice?
So I like it. I'm saying as long as he go up there and stay true to himself and don't turn into no fucking coon.
Don't play into the narrative. That's all he got to do for me. Because I like Malcolm Jenkins.
Yeah, if he go up there and speak his truth and just speak his truth for the most part and stay true to who he is and what's really going on and don't start doing no pandering shit like to their side. Yeah, I like it. And it's dope that he's gonna be doing it while he actually playing too. But
yeah, that's how I feel. Just make sure you put that nigga foot on, make sure you know how he feel, how we. Not that he.
Damn, I didn't know he was doing that during the season too.
Yeah, they say he's gonna do it as an active player.
Hey, this shit it's gonna open up a lane for him, man. It's big.
Yeah, of course, yeah, he'd be somewhere talking once he done, especially if he got that already.
Yeah, I feel like it'll affect anything.
Just bring light to the situation. I'm saying I don't think it could affect too much as far as for him. I don't think it affect nothing. I think it just bring light to the situation. That's what I'm guessing his intentions are, just to put a spotlight on what's going on and coming from a person that's in that community, like coming from a black person that can really speak towards instead of having a whole bunch of white people speculating on stuff they'll never know.
Yeah.
How it really go down. Cause they love to say, what's they look like? I can whatever they be saying. I know how you feel. No, you don't. So stop.
You got anything to add, Josh?
Nah, bro.
What about Roger Goodell? Saying he encouraging people to sign Cap?
Go ahead, somebody.
Anything the NFL does at this point is just to save face. It's just like any other organization. Like I can't take you serious if you wasn't about this before everything happened and people are calling people out.
Yeah, because he done said it before, but until somebody do the shit, it's all words. They ain't mean shit.
Yeah.
He can encourage them to do anything, but it's gonna be they paying him, so they got to do it.
Going to the NBA. We see everything going on. Kyrie speaking his piece, along with a bunch of other players. But they got to notify everybody by June 24th if they're going to play or not. So how y'all feel about the 50-50-ish ways of the NBA right now? Like,
I think they're going to play regardless. They don't care who shows up. They're going to play the games because people are going to watch regardless. I mean, you already got the big names. Like I think Drake said it last week. If LeBron shows up, the majority of them go show up.
Right.
That's all they really care about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm saying it could be a damper, especially if big names that's like contenders don't play. Then that can be just like then you have to throw an asterisk on the season, like especially if somebody big don't play for a team, and that'd be different. But I'm saying they saying they don't want it to be, they don't want to play for the shit to get buried, as far as social injustice and all that type of stuff. But I think it can only bring awareness to it if they do it right. But they asking for them to put something in order for them to, before they start, in order to show that they gonna actually put forth effort to help change.
Yeah, I think it's all about the way they market it.
Yeah.
If you go out, you do like remember they did a little Can't Breathe t-shirts. If they start doing little stuff like that, bro, then it'll be put to light.
Yeah, and then I guess like far as when they speak after games or whatever like that, just to bring awareness to it. I think it could I think it can only help, to be honest. Like for them playing and all the people that be watching, it could just only help to bring more awareness to the situations that's going on.
That's how I feel. The vocal point is going to be in one spot. And that 100 million viewers is going to be what we talking about at that time, or end of the quarter, whatever, So yeah.
Damn, they say Kelly Oubre gonna miss the restart. He's still rehabbing his knee.
So do everybody agree that they should come back at least?
Yeah. I mean, I agree with the sense that you're a grown man. If you don't want to play basketball, you don't worry about the risk, then you don't have to take it. That's your choice. But I still think they should play. I think they should play.
Yeah. And then a lot of them, like, shit, everybody ain't no fucking 100 millionaires like LeBron. And like, it's a lot of people that they like, just like everybody else, like that's their job at the end of the day. They got to make money. Some of them live in check to check just like we are, because they don't know how to manage the money. So at the end of the day, they still need these checks. So for them lower bench players is not making as much as all the big timers. Like they need this shit. Just like Ed Davis had came out and said that, like, yeah, Kyrie can come out and say this, but some of us need this because we the main provider for our families. So at the end of the day, that's their job. So some of them got to get back to work because they ain't getting paid.
I can say as a fan, I want to see it back, but honestly, as far as history-wise, this is like watered down a champion. When you think about it.
I don't know, man. I agree with you. Like, it's going to have an asterisk beside it regardless because the season getting shut down the way it did, because there's a lot of teams that were hot at that certain time. Like,
it's a great Chris Paul season. There always something to a Chris Paul season, bro. I promise you. But go ahead, Josh.
But at the end of the day, that's going everybody on the even playing field because ain't nobody hot no more. Like, regardless if you was hot, even teams that was in a slump, like, everybody gonna come back at an even playing field, and everybody gonna be healthy, and well, for the most part, healthy, rested. So shit, everybody's gonna be on an even playing field for the most part.
Hey, this is a random question. You think it has something to do with this situation, but not totally? You guys think that the NBA should have like a bye week where there's no games played, or like 2 bye weeks where there's no games played? Some point in the season where like a team gets a complete week off, like to heal, and so they're not doing
week. That's state bye week.
Well, I mean, I know, but I mean, like in the season though.
Oh,
hell no.
Nah, I think they should.
Nah. If anything, I'm about to say, if anything, just started earlier so they don't have back to backs. Just like space it out more, some shit like that. As far as a bye week, you know, as soon as they do some shit like that, all the old heads will come out. Oh, we didn't do none of that. Blah blah blah. Like, you know how them niggas get. So just do it where they either space it out where they don't have as many back to backs, or just do it out. Well, they usually, that's how they do it anyway. They do all. It's mostly like second half of the season. They don't have back to backs no more, do they? Like at the All-Star break.
Yeah, I think after the All-Star break, they get rid of the back-to-backs.
Yeah,
Boy,
so
that TNT crew would have ruined shit if that would have happened.
Charles, of course.
It would have been.
I don't know. I think Shaq would be like, he seemed more in tune with progression than all the other ones. Kenny really
he gonna be in tune with that shit.
Do it because you cut out.
I said that nigga was 300 pounds. He gonna be in tune with the rest week too. Yeah.
That might not be good for somebody his size. He be done blew up over.
No, for real.
And knees got them.
But yeah, I'm talking about why I want the Wizards to sign Cousins. Nah, my boy playing for a contender. Fuck all that.
I thought he got picked up.
Nah. Cousins.
They said the Lakers was looking at him again.
Yeah, I thought
that's where I want him to go.
And the Heat.
Boy, if the Lakers get on him and he actually can play.
How y'all feel?
He was gonna be back for playoffs anyway, so this is helping him.
How y'all feel about Kyrie's comments in general? Quote unquote, he says, "I don't support going to Orlando. I'm not with systematic racism and the bullshit. Something smells a little fishy. I'm willing to give up everything I have for the social reform." And then in a group chat, he said we could start our own league instead of feeding off of them, which is LeVar.
If he got enough of the big dogs to do it, they could, because they don't need the coach. They don't need them. The organization need the players.
Exactly.
No, I mean, is he talking about like just having like the Drew League as a league, like completely by itself?
Like just a separate league, yeah.
Like a PA, basically.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, he definitely could do that regardless. I don't know, man. Sometimes it's hard to take that dude serious.
I thought he actually talking straight on this.
Kyrie be on this shit from what I be listening to.
Yeah, he's intelligent. Nigga.
He's very knowledgeable.
He really is.
Outside, everybody got to his extent, I guess. But he just explain his, I guess, the flat Earth theory and all of that other stuff he be talking about. He just outspoken with his.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it is. Because a lot of people probably think the same shit. They just ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not like he's wrong and they can start their own league. It's the same as music can start their own industry, start their own shit if they got Diddy's and the damn Jay-Z's and shit, make their own label, eat up everything on their own. They could do it, but you know what I'm saying? It sounds good, but it's probably a lot that they ain't trying to do, honestly.
But I wouldn't be opposed to him doing that though. That'll just show like he's standing behind what he's saying. If he didn't come back, I don't think it really would matter because I don't think they're gonna win shit no way. But
not without KD at least.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about as far as this season. Yeah, they ain't winning shit. But yeah, like from what I took from it, he's saying like they trying to get his shit started back so they can just bury what's going on instead of hitting the head first. But they seem like they done put together something where they trying to have in place for them to do something before they start back, as far as giving back, something like that. But I can respect the NBA more than the NFL because Adam Silver is real progressive and he seemed like he actually listens to the players
Yeah.
and actually
Yeah.
he works. He want to work side by side with them and like make it as good as it can be. So
Like
I
the
respect that.
players the players get to actually voice their opinions in the
Yeah,
NBA. In the
and he seemed like
NFL,
he
it's like
actually
they on
listen.
tackle. Right.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as that, like for whatever they do, it's gonna seem more genuine than whatever the NFL would.
But what Avery Bradley, he said that NBA Players Coalition wants to plan for black causes before the restart. I agree. I feel like, yeah, I agree. I wish they would have just came note. I wish they would have came note to it on their own. You know what I'm saying? A while back, understanding what we going to the League of Black, and they've been trying to wear T-shirts and shit like that. So they could have done that. But you know, I ain't angry or mad about it. It got to start sometime. So.
Well, yeah, Dwight put out a statement. It's long as shit, but he put out a statement an hour ago.
Gist of it.
Huh?
What was the gist of what he said? I ain't even get to read it.
From the headline say many of the fellow players are afraid to voice their concerns about resuming play. And it's pretty much all it's about.
Oh, he a Lakers too.
Yeah.
Nah, they don't need him. Go ahead, sign Cousins.
Shit, okay. Dwight had his best seasons this year.
I'm just joking. That was a joke.
Well, I say Dwight huge for them.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, he just talking about he got a line here talking about that Kyrie was white. He was white. He was right about what he was saying. Even that's what they said. He said, as radical as Kyrie sounds, he's 100% correct. We're no longer slaves. Every man is right for the transparency in order to make sound decisions. But that was just one line from One Love.
Yeah, if they start just imagining that shit somewhat like.
But yeah, he said he just want to raise awareness and transparency to the things that concern us collectively. The fellow player already read that, but yeah, they just want to bring awareness to the situation. I guess they feel like they can do that better without having to play. But even if they do, they can still do the same thing, I think. And you'll have more eyes on you too once you do while you're doing it. So but I think it could be a positive.
What else we got, dude?
What about y'all? How y'all feel about it? Tay, how you feel about everything?
I mean, I like that people. I mean, some of the players are actually coming out and voicing their true opinions instead of just sitting back and not saying nothing at all. I was with what Kyrie said, you know, for them to step up and actually take the lead and be like, nah, I don't think this shit right. That's going against the norm. So
Yeah.
anytime somebody can go against the norm on reforms or social injustices and shit like that, like I mean, it takes a true leader to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because you know you're gonna catch backlash in some type of form or some type of way from that. So I mean, I'm cool. I think they should really hear this out though. Because he ain't the only person out here feeling like that. You know what I'm saying? It was a call with, so what was it, 100 players on that call?
Yeah.
Guarantee half of them had to be thinking that same thing. He just stood up and said it. Now you hear like Avery Bradley and Dwight Howard, them coming out and saying, well, shit, yeah, you know, I agree with it.
Yeah.
You got to kind of take that all in, bro. Really, like, look at this in a whole nother light.
Yeah, honestly. But they also said after 100 players, it was 80 the next time. Then it was like they were saying it was going less and less. But I feel like that's just because it's getting closer and closer to the start, and niggas is like kind of just whispering rather than saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean,
But
it's a concern. It's life. You know what I mean? So then them not starting it back as a fan, I want to see it. But if they have a tragic, you know what I'm saying, turn around to where they just don't, then I'll be like, I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because it is at the end of the day, and if you want to see them play, you looking at them like everybody, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If you situation, if they cool,
but then
you know what I'm saying? They not, then they grown. They got the choice, and that's as best it's gonna get.
But I get what Dre was saying too. Like niggas gotta eat too.
Yeah.
So some niggas like fuck this, bro. I need this. Like that's a tough, bro. That's a tough spot to be in, man. Like, granted you could be a rookie, bro, with a low salary than everybody else. But you know, once you start making money, you start living a different lifestyle, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I mean, I would speak out on it, but damn, I would want that money too if I wasn't getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, it's still 8 teams that ain't even getting paid.
See, now that's tough.
It's still what?
8 teams not getting
no.
Yeah, there's only 22 coming back.
Oh yeah, it is.
That's just the last 8. So how many games did they miss technically?
11, 3 preseason, and then 8 regular season, and then playoffs plus playoffs. So 11 plus playoffs.
But yeah. But they probably already had this shit planned out of how they was gonna do stuff, and then season come to a halt out of nowhere. Then all your money stopped. Like
your bills,
that's tough, bro.
Nigga.
Because I'm sure most of them living above their means.
Nigga, just because most can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because if you ever listen to Gilbert, like he said his first year, he had spent his whole fucking rookie check within 2 months when he getting it. He said he was living off second year money before he even got it.
I think everybody do that though.
Yeah, you know, so he bought a house, bought big ass. This is like the big jury area, like big ass jury. Like he had an Escalade decked out, like all kind of shit. Like he was just blowing it. And then said his advisor came to him was like, "Hey, he said he had to live off of 500 a week, something crazy low, because he just was like he had already blew through everything. So he had to go on a budget, and so he could get to his next year's check, which the next year's check was pretty much already gone as far as just the expenses he already gathered.
I believe that too, because that's funny you say that. I remember Gil was like the first person I ever seen play in like some foreign sneakers. At one point, he was like the sneaker king in the league, bro, and he had to be paying crazy amounts. This nigga had on some foreign shit, hooping in them. I can't remember exactly what it was, but they was high as hell at that time, bro.
Yeah, his most recent podcast, they was talking about like how players be going broke, and he pretty much went over how he pretty much was broke his first couple of years till he really got paid for real, and how they don't really teach you. He said they give you like a class, they don't really like teach you the ins and outs and what not to spend. And then he say even when they do, like your advisors really be, means like they just meeting you, so your advisors really be kind of scared to like tell you what not to do because they really don't know you. So they can't just like, even if you tell them, they be like, I don't know this dude, like I ain't gonna listen to him. So like it's just a whole bunch to it. So a lot of them is hurting right now.
In that case, brother, honestly, God, I think they need to play. If it, in that case, you get what I'm saying? Because that's just like Corona done killed everybody, bro. Like it done affected a lot of people, even people that salaries are very high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And normally
especially when your
no
shit just stop out of nowhere.
Exactly. That's tough, bro. That's tough.
It's a job. Like we had to put our feelings to the side, and like we might go out here and get it, but we get these. We at work. Yeah, that's work to them. Some of them treat it like work. Some of them love it passionately, but at the end of the day, it's just as it is to them as it is to us.
Right.
So if it's time to go back to work, that's as simple as I look at it. It's time to go back to work for y'all. Like
that puts us all in. We all the same, bro. Niggas got to start looking at everybody as the fucking same, bro. Just because you live in a certain type of way don't mean you ain't living the same as everybody else.
Yeah, so I mean, that's how I look. Not even to shade them or anything, but this is like, y'all niggas gotta go back to work. I mean, take precaution. If they don't need fans there, then if they doing all of the precautions that they doing, then there is nothing to worry for. It's just your time, whatever it is.
Yeah, but you gotta think they still living more luxurious than the average Joe than us. All that shit that they gonna be able to have while they up there, bro. Man, hell, I'm going up there and I'm getting my money, bro, and I'm taking advantage. I don't give a damn. It is what it is.
They got a hotline, so in case niggas is breaking Corona rules, like, hey, this nigga away from me, this nigga over here, he doing this.
Yeah, they got an anonymous line.
Yeah, so they doing that's gonna make they doing everything I literally can see possible to make this happen safely as they can in the same sense. Of course, some people might get it, will get it, whatever case may have you, but it's the only way to see if we can get back to normal is to push as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? Not to say we need to sacrifice anybody or anything, but it's just like they testing every single day. Everywhere you go, they radaring you. They gonna make sure you everything you should do. So they doing at best their best. So at this point, try it. Now the economy, that's different. They ain't even requiring the public to wear masks and everybody to open back up. That's a money grab. That's different. You know what I'm saying? The NBA, they making sure precautions are set everywhere possible to then pursue, but they still trying to, get their money back to a little bit, but it's still up. So that's totally different, I guess. I don't know.
But yeah, fuck, I forgot what I was about to say. Damn, that shit has left me. But yeah, I forgot. Nah, you good. I was trying to think of it. Oh, I forgot that damn quick.
Was it about money? NBA? What? Coronavirus?
Shit, I forget. I think it was about coronavirus, but I can't think of what it was to be. But yeah, they got to get. Oh, that's what I was about to say. But I'm saying, like, they might as well start because next year the shit is not gonna be gone. So, like, it's still gonna be around. They're not gonna have a vaccine by next year. They said them shits usually take 1.5 2 years to really like get it to where it's safe for people to take and be effective. So, like, even if they did cancel it and wait till next year, it's not going nowhere. So,
true, this would be a real good way to pick up some stats on how coronavirus moves as far as athletes. I think this is.
You get a little testing, a little testing period,
yeah. This would be straight, and plus they already in like an isolated place. You can't go nowhere else, so
yeah. So
it'd be good for the world to actually see how this shit go.
Yeah, and they talking about they don't know if the fans gonna be back next year. So
damn, that's good.
But
what? How they gonna do football? That's what I want to know. Like, you gonna be? Are we getting football with no fans?
I watched the live soccer today on ESPN. They're having a league championship in Italy. Anyways, they had the EA Sports fans in the stands. It was the weirdest. It was the weirdest thing, man.
Oh, some cardboard shit.
Nah, like it was like if you ever play like FIFA or 2K, like how you have the animated fans in the stands.
Yeah,
that's put up there.
Oh,
like I'm sure the players just seen empty seats, but on the TV you seen like stuff moving around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you honestly, if you're watching the game, you get lost in it. It just looks like normal.
Yeah.
It was weird at first because that's what you focus on.
Yeah. But I figured that after a while you ain't gonna it'll be different because some people will interact with the crowd or something like that, and the big names
you
be there.
what,
you see the big names. But
that makes sense though, watching it, because I'm looking right now. I'm looking at like highlights, but I can't see who in the stands. So if they was actually to do like a virtual thing like that, like with people, I couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Everybody look like dots on the TV right now, bro. Like,
bro, I'm telling you, another thing that's weird is getting to hear the players because, like, that's the first time I ever in my life could hear soccer players on the soccer field.
Yeah.
So I'm sure if they don't have fans in the stands for the NFL, the way they be talking out there from watching Hard Knocks, they're gonna have to do a whole lot of editing. It's gonna sound like an episode of Jerry Springer out there.
Tell her we can see her head over there in the background trying to peek.
Just said that, dude. You see it. But anything other than the NBA now, unless y'all want to touch on the NCAA, but we're gonna wait.
No.
Hey, I didn't. I meant to put this in the notes. Have y'all seen what the Van Gundy stuff for Oklahoma State? All that.
Oh, with Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah.
I seen that.
Yeah, I don't get it, bro. I feel like I'm not saying I agree with the coach's political stance, but you wearing a T-shirt supporting a specific news organization I don't even know if it means you support them. I guess because I got T-shirts and stuff that I don't support. I just have.
Why you got them?
Huh?
I ain't shit. I'm not taking nothing. I don't support.
Yeah.
I got an East Lincoln football shirt that I got from going to a game one time that they were handing out.
That shit would have got lit on fire.
Hell yeah. That's like me, bro. I won't wear Under Armour to save my life.
I'm just saying, it's a shirt. But my whole point at the whole thing was like, why try to publicly, shame somebody for voting a certain way, even if he ain't voting the way you want him to vote. That's that man's life to live. It ain't like he's out there doing anything wrong, really.
But he the leader of a body of young men, bro.
But what's that have to do with his political affiliation?
Just don't put that shit in public if you're gonna be that way.
Exactly.
But they took something off of his son's Instagram and ran with it.
Chuba was right for how he felt, so he done came out trying to apologize and shit. So, and this time right now is just like leave that shit. I don't know. It's just a sensitive time for everybody. So any little thing that's being magnified.
But I'm saying, like you said earlier, at least what you said, the situation with your neighbor, it ain't really a situation, but you said you'd rather know where people stand than where they don't stand.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't think somebody should be. Not that I say I agree with his political views, but I'm just saying I don't think somebody should be publicly scrutinized because of the way they vote or what they watch on TV. If it's nothing that's just, there's nothing that's out of the way about it.
Yeah, I'm sure because 85% of the college, because hell, there's barely any black coaches in college football, but I'm sure 85% are the ones that the college coaches lean that way. So, but I'm sure they don't make that shit known. It's just like that little thing they say, that's a question you just don't ask people, like who you vote for, whatever. But
yeah,
I don't know. But I feel them because anybody supporting Trump, fuck you.
It's a lot of them, bro.
I know. And if you're friends with me, please hit unfollow, unfriend, whatever. Because how I feel, you still support him, you racist your damn self.
Anything else?
I think that was it.
I think that's a great way to end it.
Yep. Honestly. Well,
what's your schedule look like coming up?
Hold on, let me end it first. Well, this is the podcast that never was, and thanks for listening. Thanks for being here for this good little bit of time. Another heavy episode, of course, because we're going out right now, but we're gonna get through. So keep pushing, keep listening, keep sharing, keep supporting. Appreciate y'all. Anybody else got anything else to say?
We'll do more of this live shit. Probably I'm saying you got the options to do YouTube and Facebook, so we'll probably do Facebook too. I thought you could do it on both at the same time, but obviously not. But next time we'll plan it out. So y'all know I was gonna do it, but I didn't think about it till the last minute. So I just wanted to see how it was gonna work.
But let me say this, man. Go support the YouTube page. Real shit. Like just don't go on Facebook and support. Go to both. You know, if you're going live on the tube, it's easy to do chats and shit too.
Yeah.
So we got to start uploading more on the tube, but go follow the tube page.
Yeah, we're gonna do this more often because there'll be more interaction. So if we do it through Facebook, that's probably our biggest. Well, no, actually, we done outgained on Instagram now than Facebook, but that's probably our more interactive on Facebook. But
long live Gidney.
Sure.
Josh, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Y'all be safe out there.
Appreciate it. This podcast never was, and we out. All right, go ahead.